guys, it's me, Gaming with Alex. Welcome to my first ever video on this channel. Well, I should introduce myself. Well, hello, I'm Alex and I'm a non-binary creator. My favourite game is Apex and I own 2 cats and a rabbit. I currently sit at college, but in my free time I like to stream and create videos. I don't like apples, they're disgusting, and I like pineapples and pizza. There, I said it, counts to me, I dare you. I like pineapple, I think it's good. Anyways, so I thought to kick off my channel, we could talk about the new season of Apex, which is season 10, with a brand new legend, as I like to call Mothman, but his legend's name is Seer. Season 10 will also say goodbye to the current map Olympus, and War's Edge is having a small change, which it also brings the arrival of a new LMG called Rampage. Now, we don't know much about this gun at the moment, but more will be revealed later on during the season. The Spitfire will also be going into the care package, removing the Prowler, but don't get your hopes up, the Prowler will be getting nerfed. From my experience, I really enjoyed Season 9, especially from the arrival of Valkyrie. Valk is also the first legend to directly come from Titanfall lore. If you have played Titanfall 2, you should know Valk's father was Viper, who was a mercenary and you sadly kill him during the storyline. Olympus by far is my favourite map, so it would be a shame to see it go. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I'm joined here today by my best friend Beast, who's been playing Apex way longer than me. Sweater shaking my head. Beast, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Beast, and I've been playing Apex for around 2 years now. And just so you know, I highly disagree with pineapple on pizza, but I am here with Alex to discuss the new season as well.
So Beast, what was your experience with Season 9?
I definitely like the release of Valkyrie and the short period where Kings Canyon came back with the Genesis event. Overall, Valk was the best part of the season for me though.
What's your review on Arena's game mode?
The game mode was definitely an enjoyable part of the game, although I don't play it as often because I prefer the Battle Royale. However, it is definitely fun to play whenever I do.
Arenas definitely was a good add to Apex. It gives us a small insight of what Team Deathmatch could be like if it was ever added to Apex. Season 10 will bring ranked arenas. I myself won't be doing ranked, but what's your view on it so far?
To be totally honest, I'm really not excited for it. Mainly because in ranked it gets toxic and the Apex community is just so good, toxicity doesn't go with it very well.
I think ranked arenas will give something for people who play ranked Battle Royale another look on the competitive side of Apex. I myself don't do ranked as I like to play casual, just solely because I play Apex for the enjoyment and not to win. So, let's talk about Seer. Seer is a new legend that's going to be added to Season 10. What's your view on Seer, Beast?
My god, I am loving Seer. I'm excited to see how he performs in the battlefield though, because the trailer, they usually make them look better than they actually are.
Yeah, I get you. The same with Valk. They introduced her flying tactical in the clip where she was flying, it was smooth, whereas in the game, the flying is a little rougher, and you're basically just floating to one point to another. I myself am looking forward to Seer. He's definitely one of the most hyped legends so far in the game. Respawn did Seer well, I must admit. He looks smooth, his abilities that we see in the release trailer. I will insert a clip here if you haven't watched it already. As we can see in the clip, he has these sort of micro robots that are moth shaped. Apparently these can track enemy movements. His passive, I believe, is when he looks down scope, he can hear the heartbeats of other players. His tactical is he can send a bot which detect enemies in a 30-meter radius, but we don't know for sure yet as it's still to be confirmed. His ultimate is that he can use bots to create a dome which tracks any enemy in the dome area, but this can be avoided by crouching or walking. By the sounds of it, he sounds a lot like Crypto and Bloodhound. What do you think will happen to them?
I think everyone's gonna think Crypto and Bloodhound are just gonna be severely underperformed, underrated. Whether Respawn will give them a buff or rework them, we're not sure, but they definitely need to be balanced out.
True. Maybe Bloodhound's scan will reach further distances and locate enemies longer to outweigh C's tactical, and maybe Crypto's drone ult could deal more damage as it only takes 2 exo shield health at the moment, or his drone could detect enemies further, or like once the drone detects enemies, Crypto will know the location permanently, making it more balanced. Either way, I do see both of them receiving the buff to help people who main Crypto and Bloodhound to feel more included in the games. What do you think of the Sea leaks so far?
Well, Apex really hasn't done anything like this before in revealing a legend. While I have seen most games do similar things, uh, where they can only get like one thing per match per squad, the Heart Chamber definitely added a nice touch to the leaks.
Totally. I think it adds a really nice touch, and where it respawns in different locations per match is fun, and you have to run around the map makes it exciting. If you haven't seen the leak so far, I'll add a clip, but if you don't want to, you can skip. I will put a timestamp in the description of when the clip will end. I'll also include the maps of where you can find them on both King's Canyon, oh not King's Canyon, Wall's Edge, I'm sorry, I keep going King's Canyon.
Let's go this way. You know, this might wow in arenas, but one look and his fans will join the Mirage Garage.
The Mirage.
Wings up. Has been eliminated.
Who do you think we're getting in heirloom this next season?
I personally think it's Watson, because Apex developers have been talking about giving her some kind of electrical knife or something like that, but I'm not quite sure because it has not been confirmed.
Okay, I think Crypto personally deserves the heirloom in my opinion, as he was supposed to get it this season, but Respawn decided to give it to Revenant. I heard it was going to be like some sort of small katana. Since Crypto's backstory, he has sort of like a Korean like background, even though in the Apex reality it's like different, it's not actually Korean, but he has sort of like, you can tell like it's like sort of like Japanese, Asian, Korean area. Personally, I think it'd be pretty cool. I think the katana would suit Crypto really nice. Or maybe it could be like his drone. Maybe he could have like a special drone that he uses. Obviously, it won't have like any addition of what he can do, but it could just be like a nice little drone object. Or but I don't know what exactly is in store this season though, as we can't really say for sure who's getting the heirloom, but it's definitely exciting, that's for sure. So what do you think is going to happen with the new update to War's Edge?
Well, there's definitely going to be a few changes to the map where selected places to go.
Well, I heard the train yard, refinery and the sorting factory are changing. There's a few hints during World's Edge if you play on the map, like the warning signs in the refinery and the soft shaking near the train yard. Here's a photo of the pictures of the warning signs in the refinery. What's your thoughts about the Spitfire moving to the care package?
To be honest, it doesn't really affect me when it goes in the care package, but there's always going to be somebody that complains about it.
For me, the Spitfire didn't need to go in the care package as it felt balanced to me, but since Respawn is buffing the damage the Spitfire does, the community are obviously going to complain that the Spitfire is now overpowered. I myself don't see this to be a major change in the Spitfire, just that you can only access it through the care package now, and with the Prowler being taken out of the care package, people are going to start using that. Even though it's getting nerfed, I personally won't be using the Prowler just because I don't like the gun and I don't know how to use it that well. As long as the R99 stays, I'm good, as that's the only gun I know how to use. So, the Battle Pass, what do you think will appear in the Battle Pass, and will you be buying it this season?
I don't think I'll be buying the Battle Pass, but depending on how the legend feels and how the season plays out, I may or may not get it.
I'm getting the Battle Pass, but yeah, I can agree with you there. Some stuff in the Battle Pass I don't need, like I personally main Valk, Crypto and Octane. So I only really want the stuff for them, as I don't want like stuff like Rampart per se, as I don't have Rampart and I don't main Rampart. But I guess the other cool stuff, like you get like free Apex coins on certain levels, is cool. What's your thoughts on the buffs and nerfs that are happening this new season?
I definitely think Watson needs a buff. With her current tactics, she just doesn't do much for the team. Well, Crypto, he most certainly needs a buff, since Seer is getting a very, very similar tactic and ability. Well, Revenant, he just really doesn't need a buff or a nerf. He's kind of balanced, he's there, he's cool. Rampart most definitely needs a buff. I heard with them talking about her dismounting her minigun, it's too much, but if she can carry her gun and it like ruins her movement and she just like walks everywhere or like slowly runs, that would be cool. But I still don't know if that's gonna be worth it. Well, Horizon, like I don't I think she was nerfed way too much because she used to be like a pretty decent legend, but now she's just like practically unplayable. Like her movement, she does absolutely nothing on her gravity lift. Her gravity lift is mostly just in the way for most fights when you play her. Caustic, he's not worth playing right now. Like none of his gas, it does any damage. Like hardly does anything. So if he gets a buff, like that's 100%. I would definitely try and main him.
Agreed. Crypto for sure needs that buff, as we may even see Bloodhound getting a buff in the upcoming future, since Sia is sharing very similar abilities to both Crypto and Bloodhound. With Watson and Horizon, I can't really give an opinion on them yet, as I don't own them on my account. But I do agree that they probably both need one, especially with Horizon, since they nerfed quite a lot of her abilities. Rampart for me is a little tricky, but she does deserve a buff, as she's seen at the moment as one of the lowest ranked legends to play so far. Caustic's gas buff doesn't really affect me, as I don't like Caustic. Sorry if you main him, but I just don't like him as a character. So overall, how do you feel about Season 10 so far?
I'd say if you haven't gotten into Apex yet, now is definitely the time to try it, as it seems like this is going to be one of the best seasons coming. The map changes are definitely going to be the best part, but having Seer entering the game and changing the way things are going to be happening is going to be amazing.
Well, from my experience of Season 9, as this was my first season I played, I really enjoyed it. I sadly didn't get to experience the others, so I can't really say for sure that Season 9 was the best season so far, as I can't really give an opinion, as I haven't had the same experience with the past seasons, as I wasn't there myself. But I am definitely hyped for the new season. I do have high expectations from it, as I do want the same enjoyment I had in Season 9. I really hope they do the same event like Genesis that happened this season, like bringing the old maps back, as I'm definitely am going to miss Olympus. But who knows what's in store for the events. Seer for me will definitely be the highlight of this upcoming season, as he's one of the most anticipated legends for a while. Also, I'm really intrigued in his lore. We will also maybe seeing more of Mirage's lore, which is really intriguing, as we don't know a lot about Mirage so far. Well, that's all for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you again, Beast, for helping and sharing your thoughts on this new season. Do you have any closing thoughts?
All I can say is that if you haven't gotten Apex, you need to get it.
Definitely. Well, I have a Discord channel if you would like to join, as you will receive sneak peeks of upcoming videos, stream highlights that I'll share on there. Oh, and yes, I do also stream. Speaking of which, I stream every other day if you want to catch me on Twitch. If you have any games you would like me to suggest to play, I'm up to anything. I don't care. I'll play anything. I shall link them down below the description. Have a great rest of your day. That's all, folks. Bye for now.